Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is a wonderful Saturday, March the 19th, 2022. This is episode number 344 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. We've been talking this week about marketing. It's going to be a 2-week study. We started out talking about titles, then we talked about call to actions. Today we're going to talk about next buy, additional services, and upgrades. All of this has to do with actually reselling to your existing base. Now, small business owners, solopreneurs, maybe you don't have a base. And if you do, this would be a great tip once you get to that point. But for many of us listening in on this YouTube video, you have a custom base. And from that, we sold them a product or a service at some point. And this marketing focus is on retouching the base. We'll get into the tools to do that, but right now we need to talk about what it is that we need to do. Marketing tip number 1. What is your customer's next buy? You know, will they buy, let's say you sell a product or a widget or a bar of soap. Will they need that soap again, and are you going to resell it to them? Whatever the product is, or even if it's a service, let's say you run a car wash. Will they need this service again at some point in the future? Do you have some sort of tickler in place or some sort of method of remarketing back to your customer for their very next buy? If they're going to need that service again, they need to get that service from you. Marketing tip number 2. What additional services are they going to need? This is above and beyond what they've already sold. In my case, I run a web design business. Would additional services be SEO services or Google Ads? What else can I resell to the customer base once they are already a customer? That's what I mean by additional services. Finally, marketing tip number 3, could they need an upgrade? Maybe they bought a website, but now they need a redesign of that website at some point in the future. What is the duration time from which they need upgrades? If they have a product, maybe they bought this size, do they need an upgrade? We all are very familiar with this particular product, right? Don't we buy upgrades to it fairly frequently, every couple years, or in my case, every 3 years? Some of you do it every year. Thinking back about your customer base, is there not an upgraded version, a new and improved, something that you can resell to your clients? Again, the purpose of this is to resell to our base. Some of the easiest and most important sales are going to be touching the customers that we already have. We'll talk a lot about products and services and methodology of doing that in a form of marketing, but I at least want you to get you thinking about what it is and how it is that we're going to resell to our customer base. That's what I'm studying today. Anything I study, I throw with a fence to you because I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.